Hi guys, it's been a hot minute. Out here on this logging road. We come out here quite often in the summer. We've got some crown land that is open for anybody to camp at for free. First come, first serve. So we know of some cute little spots on this logging road. There's about 6 of them. So, if somebody's already at our favorite one, we'll go to the next one, and so on until we find a spot. But this is so gorgeous out here. See, the mist is still on the water. It's just after 8 a.m. So calm. Somebody's got a dog somewhere. Oh, it looks like way, way, way over there. Some people are out and boat fishing. Ginger's getting a drink. Yeah, so Kevin is back at the campsite, getting the fire ready so that when I get back, I can make some, not sure whether we're going to do French toast or breakfast hash. But one of the reasons I came out here, yesterday on a walk, we noticed some mushrooms. So I know we found lobster mushrooms. Indigo something or other. I can't remember how to say the name. And actually, I just found one right now. Yesterday we saw one of these. I don't know what its name is, so I'll have to pull out my book. But yesterday I found one of these on this path down to the water. It's actually that one right there. It was already knocked off by an animal. It's been eaten. I'm not really sure what kind this is. I think it's one of the edible ones. I'm almost positive, but I have to check my book. And again, the name escapes me. But just as it was coming through, this one was not here yesterday. And just a couple of hours to make a huge difference. So, this is what one of those ones looks like when it's still young. There's been a little bit of nibbling there, but that's okay. We can cut that part out. And I will get back to you with what this one is called. Ginger's on the lookout. Ginger, we're going this way. We're still going this way. You find some weird things in the woods. Like, look at this rope thing. I don't know, maybe it's marking that little offshoot I was down to the lake, because there was a little old fire pit there. But yeah, odd. But yesterday, as we passed this spot, not too far, see if I can find it again, we found a really cool mushroom. It was a little on the small side still. So I left it be. Oh, I did mark it. Okay, I see it. Well, I've gone further than I thought we did yesterday. And I can't find the rock that I marked the indigo, whatever, it's a big blue mushroom. It's gorgeous. We'll have another look on the way back. But as I was mentioning, we're on a logging road that's on through some crown land. And sometimes the campsites are just made campsites. So you cross something like, they could be as simple as this. So yeah, the road's here. Here's a fire pit. And, someone just trampled down the bush and down to the water. Oops, it's kind of eroded here. So this is as close as I'm gonna get. But yeah, waking up to that is just gorgeous. This morning we heard a few loons. It's the first time we've been at this spot and actually heard or seen any loons. There's been some ducks and other stuff. We've been disappointed this year that we haven't heard any of the bullfrogs, which at the first time we complained about them because they're so loud. But we kind of miss the bullfrogs putting us to sleep. So I am going to head on back, and if I find, I've got a couple other mushrooms that I have marked on the way, but if I find some more, I'll show you. Like here, it's only been a second, and somewhere in this frame is a mushroom. They like to hide. You got to really have your eyes peeled to be able to spot them. But right here is a mushroom. I'm not sure what kind it is. I can't quite get my camera under to take a peek at what it looks like on the other side. But, Ginger's come take a look. What do you think, Ginger? And there's only one here. I don't see like a cluster. So, because I'm not 100% sure what it is, and there's only one, I'm going to leave it. But it is just to show you how tricky they can be to spot sometimes. Even when you're looking for them, they can be hard to find. And then I've noticed quite a few of these along the way. I think there's one. There's another. These look old because they're all kind of ratty. This one, not so much. Well, it still looks old. But I'm thinking that might be a black chanterelle. Because it's old and there's a bunch more here, I'm going to take this one. That way I can investigate in my books a little bit more. But yeah, they can just be hiding anywhere. You can pass by it a million times, and one minute they're there, the next minute they're not. But it's a fun little hunt, little thing to do when you're out in the woods. I found my rock marker. Here we go. This one is quite interesting. Look at that. Look at the blue color. Again, I am horrible with the scientific names. Indigo something or other. I have it in my book. It is edible, but oh, look at that indigo on my nails from the spore print. It's kind of like the milk of the mushroom. That is neat. I can't wait to try that. So yesterday I marked another spot over here with this log because we kicked up some of the pine needles, and right there, see this there? This is, it's called a lobster mushroom. It's actually a different type of mushroom. that is infected with a fungus. Yeah, one fungus infects another fungus. And it's totally edible, but has a seafood type taste apparently. So I've already got a couple. There was a large patch over here, but I left some because these were about the size of my pinky nail yesterday. Not even 16 hours ago. So we'll leave some to get bigger. But I want to add this one. And then I'm just noticing here, I've heard of these, but these are the first ones I've found. Let's see if we can focus on that. Look at that. It's a type of nesting mushroom. I have them in my book. So we'll go back and we'll take a look. And I'm going to take this little stick with me. But I'm also going to grab a couple more lobsters for lunch. There's a woodpecker. Yep, just on this logging road, beside a lake, walking with my Ginger. Here's some other mushrooms that I marked yesterday. Again, they were quite small. Just the difference a few hours can make. So instead of little gills, like straight gills like you have on like a white button mushroom you find, or the wavy gills on a chanterelle, this one has little spore holes. I'm pretty sure this is a boltus of some sort. I am horrible with scientific names of mushrooms. It's not the king boltus, it's the smaller version. But again, supposed to be wonderfully edible. So yeah, we'll add these. We'll add these to our little mushroom collection. There's a few more along here, but I'm only taking these two. When you're foraging, always be conscientious of, not over picking. So like I said, I've seen about 4 or 5 other little clusters, so I'm taking one or 2 mushrooms. That patch of lobster mushrooms, every weekend we've come, I've seen them there, but I wasn't sure. I finally got some mushroom identification books and some foraging in this area books, and yeah, I am almost positive. I am positive of what they are. There is no lookalikes, so and like I said, I can go there one day and there will be tons. I can pick them, and a couple, next weekend there's a whole bunch more again. Those ones I've been seeing there since May, but I'm looking for finally giving them a taste. So site spot is just down there. I can hear the music from Kevin. I've also been collecting some wood from the side of the road for our campfire, and I'm gonna put a pause on the video and go back and cook some breakfast, and then we will take these out in my books and show a little bit more of what the forest can provide. Alright, so back to my walk. I had some breakfast, got dressed, still buffalo plaid, but green this time. And so most of this stuff here you saw me pick up on the walk. So we've got our nice we'll start here and work our way. I've got my book. So the first one here, which we have quite a few of, are lobster mushrooms. I won't even try to butcher the Latin names of these. As I was mentioning, lobster mushrooms are a parasitic fungus that grows onto other mushrooms. Usually here it says grows onto milk mushrooms. So if these didn't get infected by the lobster fungus, they would be milk mushrooms. But instead, we've got lobster mushrooms. They're called that because of a few reasons. This orangey reddish color, very similar to lobster. As you see with this one, and starting to with a few of the others, instead of a kind of more button-shaped mushroom, it contorts them into a claw. So kind of like that's the opening of the claw. And they had supposed to have a seafood flavor to them. So we'll do another little video testing these. We'll cut them up, fry them up, and we'll see what they taste like. Because actually, all the ones I have here, except for this one, are edible. So, and this one, it's really hard to see. They're so tiny. They're called white bird nest fungus. They grow on leaves and twigs. I don't know how this is going to focus, but they're tiny, tiny, tiny. They look like little bird nests with eggs in them. I just thought that was so cute. In the book it says, they're only about a centimeter long, but the picture makes them look rather large. So it was really deceiving when I actually found them that, that's how tiny they are. Next one that I found here, and I've already cut a slit open of it. This is a very young dryad saddle. Grows on trees. Edible. The younger they are, the better. They're more soft and supple. The older they are, the more, and with almost all of the mushrooms, the older they are, the more hard, woody, tough, and tasteless they get. So, dryad saddles usually found growing on a tree, the side of a tree, like that. So you'll have the brown top and a white bottom. And this one here, so this was an older one, right beside a younger one. And they're probably only hours different from when they came out of the ground. And even since we picked them this morning, the spores on this one that's already started turning up have opened a great deal more. And these are short-stalked bollete, B-O-L-E-T-E. Again, an edible mushroom. So we'll see how they go. Bollets have a large number of different varieties in their group that are actually edible, and apparently they're all around here. The next one I found, I've already cut it in half. This, I believe, is called the Miller. A very young one because it hasn't opened up. You can see the spiral of it and the gills inside. Again, a bone white, nice, edible mushroom, very much like our white button mushroom. And Kevin actually found this one. It's called Angel Wings. And this is an older one, so it's already started to yellow. It's rather tough, but it's silky, almost velvety to the touch. Very, very thin, fruity mushroom with big gills, and this was growing on the side of a tree as well. If this was younger, we'd probably eat it, but old and tough like this, very woody and probably an unpleasant texture. And my favorite one that to find and see, I haven't tasted it yet because we didn't, last time we found them, we didn't know they were edible. This one, Lecturus indigo. Yeah, so this one is quite neat. I love the blue color of it. And then even what they call the spore print, when you damage the gills and you get some of the spores out. Let's see if I can get it. These are already a couple of hours old, so not showing as well. You get this beautiful indigo blue milk, mushroom milk they call it, the spore print. And again, it's edible as well. So, but I love blue. Blue's one of my favorite colors. So to find one, it's kind of a treat. Couple caveats, when you're going foraging, make sure you have some good reference guides. If you're in Ontario or Eastern Canada, these two are some really good ones. They don't show everything. As I've mentioned before, most of these I've found previously, researched at home, to get a bit more information, seeing how we're out of internet range. And then, of course, bring my book with me this time to double check and make sure. So, it's really kind of fun and exciting to know that the forest can provide, and this is just a small handful of things that you can find. We're late summer time frame, early fall, beginning of September. So, yeah. Why not go and find yourself some treats out of the forest? Like, why not?